Mr. Trenton, hello.
Hello, how are you?
So good, man. Really excited.
Yeah, great things happening. I think we have to give 10 minutes for two kings to join. He posted in the chat. But no worries, we can always start first. Let's
No
wait
problem.
for some more people to come in.
No problem. Yeah, we can just do some light chit chat.
Yeah. Chart looks okay, we're going sideways, looks good.
Yeah, the market sentiment seems to be that we're in a bull market, but the coins aren't pumping. So it feels like a little bit of a sideways chop period for the entire market. Everyone's waiting for like ETH to take off or Sol to take off again. A lot of people are unhappy because the main like blue chip coins, a lot of them are down. So it's a little bit of a weird time in the market, but overall I'm very bullish about the market in general within the next few months. I think it's just a little bit of a consolidation or a sell the news kind of period after the Trump pump essentially.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. Like if you look at ETH, is at what, 2007, I think? Is it 2778, 2779? I mean, hasn't really moved at all. Right? ETH is the one, like what you said, starts the bull run. Sol is at 200. I mean, it's the calm before the storm, right? After the whole Trump incident, everything went a bit haywire. Takes time for all the tokens to kind of reset, go back to normal. Things goes back to business as usual. BTC is at what, 98? I predict probably the bull run will only start in March or April. I don't know, that's just my personal opinion.
Yeah, and in the meantime, people are going to be looking for coins that outperform. So we're in a good position. It's a good spot to be.
Yeah, people will be chasing like green candles or whatever is moving, FOMO. FOMO is real. So you have to be careful with all the rug pulls if you guys are buying other tokens.
Yeah, the environment out there is brutal. And these coins that last not even days, but even just hours.
Yeah, especially with Pump Fund. I mean, Pump Fund just churns out thousands of tokens. I think it was what, a million tokens a day or something, right? I read an article about that. It's crazy.
That's insane. That's insane.
So essentially it comes down to what makes your token special, which then ultimately comes back to this whole community. Like community essentially will make your token become the 100 million, the 1 billion, will make you stand out. Not so much about, everybody invests in certain cryptos for their own personal reason, whether it's because of the name, they like it, they believe that name could become $1 billion token. But for me, I personally like to invest in tokens that have a very strong community. Asscoin, for example.
100%.
Yeah, I feel like that's why, I think I mentioned this in the last spaces that I was in. The reason why I went so into Asscoin and basically went all in was because of the community we have. We've been here for 6 weeks in the trenches, and we're still strong.
100%. And yeah, for those listening on YouTube and for those who are just finding and learning about us, I'm going to give a little rundown. So Asscoin is a Sol meme token that was launched by the same creator as Fartcoin. And Fartcoin went to $2 billion, and it's still holding really strong in the market. It's just an awesome meme. And we were launched by the same creator. The coin languished on Pump Fun for a while, and then some friends got together and CTO'd it and got it launched off of Pump Fun. And we built our community around that. It was incredibly successful when we first launched to Radium. Asscoin, we ran up to about 26 million in terms of an all-time high. We crashed subsequently. It happens in crypto, but since then we've really built a trench community. It's just a lot of fun. The Telegram is pretty insane, we love the meme. We know each other. Like, part of community is just being familiar with everyone and building those bonds of friendship. We really have that. The Telegram is tons of fun. There's all kinds of crazy stuff going on in it that I won't even touch on now because this is just like a little intro. But this is Asscoin. We have fun with it. We've got serious plans for it, and we're taking this coin to the moon. We just absolutely love it.
Thanks for the rundown. That's perfect. There are a lot of things coming. It takes time. You're talking about what other coin our market cap has, like a bank partnership, for example, has press releases that came out. If you haven't already seen, join our TG, just type in press there, or someone will help you out there. Have a read of our articles. I think there's 13 so far. What other meme coin at a below 1 mil market cap? That's what we have. Strong community, partnership with the institution, press releases. We are severely undervalued at this moment, but then it becomes the perfect entry.
It really is. And we're going to talk a lot more about the bank partnership and what's coming for the future. But I was just thinking about this, and this is actually such a novel thing that people have kind of a hard time really understanding exactly what a bank partnership entails and what that looks like. There are funds that invest in meme coins. In this case, the idea is that our bank partners, they're called Asprofin Bank. They're based in the Caribbean. They have 500 million in crypto assets under management. Up until now, they've mostly been on the main coins, so BTC, ETH, main XRP, mainline coins. That's their typical investor profile. But in the last couple of weeks, they've become very interested in the meme coin space, and through relationships, actually through Trenton, we got in touch with them, and they're interested in supporting Asscoin. They love the narrative. They love the connection to Fartcoin. They love the ticker. It's like Asscoin is just an awesome ticker. It's a great meme. Everyone loves Ass. There's ways that you can build that into a brand. It's funny. So it really has the whole package all in one. And as the bank gets involved and starts deploying their resources, that's going to be really exciting.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, they look for, from what I know, they're looking for a meme coin that has the biggest potential to essentially also have a utility and a brand. And that's what they see as Asscoin, right? Like what you said, we have a great meme, we have a great name, narrative, but we also have a great potential to become a brand, right? We can offshoot and, go into the adult entertainment, for example. We can go into a lifestyle. There's so many opportunities. There are so many things that we could essentially do later on once we get to the higher market caps. Don't want to mention too many things of what's to come. But yeah, whale chat, we have a new whale chat. That's the update there. Whale chat if you have more than 5 million tokens, please contact any of the admins. We'll get you in. Whale Chat, we essentially verify your wallet address with a screenshot of your holdings, and we'll keep that and we'll track it, just so that we know which whales are still in, and somewhat we can control the supply to supply shock. And everybody knows when you supply shock, you know your prices can go sky high. Look at Trump, right? They controlled 80%, which was locked up. You only have 20% float. You know, everybody's fighting for that 20% supply and demand. So that's what essentially we are trying to do right now, is to control majority of the supply, whether it's diamond-handed chats, you know, from Whale Chat or the community, you know, whether even you had 100,000 worth of 100,000 tokens, you know, as long as you diamond it, yeah, you know, we're controlling the supply, we take it back. Yeah, we can really launch this.
Yeah, that, you know, Whale Chat has actually been a lot of fun, because what we're doing in Whale Chat is we're psyoping each other to double down and buy more. So if you're in Whale Chat, like everyone's daring each other, or like I just put in a soul who can match me, and that's a great dynamic. When your whales are delusional, when your whales are doubling down, that is such a bullish sign. That is such a bullish sign. And we've got like 20, 30 whales in the Whale Chat right now. It's like
25, I think now.
Yeah, 25. We've got 25 with 5 million tokens or more. So, you know, in terms of like really forming a core there, it's been really good. So yeah, we're convincing each other to buy, and we're gonna convince each other just to completely diamond hand this thing. We're gonna, you know, meme ourselves into just holding this thing all the way to Moon and Mars and beyond.
Essentially, that's the reason why we verify wallets and we have the wallet. So it's just that like every week we'll just track it and just make sure like that, you know, everybody's still diamond handing it. The ones that which so far no one has, you know, then we can delete them off. Essentially, Whale Chat is just a chat where, you know, we also just give ideas and, you know, use connections, or, you know, see what we can do there as well. And there's also some sneak peeks in Whale Chat. So if you do collect 5 million, or you do want to collect 5 million, now's the time. It's really cheap. You know, your entry to get the first-hand news is also there. You know, there are hints there.
Yeah, 100%. So buy up to 5 million tokens, and then ask the admins, and they'll get you verified and added to Whale Chat. So I do hope we get OB, because he's been such an awesome, fun member of the community. So we'll see if we get him in a few minutes. But something that I wanted to talk about is the finance roadmap. And this, like, to put things in context, one thing that Fartcoin does exceptionally well is they manage their liquidity. They have a lot of liquidity. And it's to the point where, I don't know if you guys know ArtChick, digitalartchick.eth. She's a big personality. Obviously, she's an ETH, and sometimes she clowns on Solana. But what she was saying is that one thing that's great about the ETH memes is that they have a lot of liquidity, and there aren't too many Sol memes, like really big ones, that have good liquidity. And Fartcoin is one of them, actually. And when you have more liquidity, it just means that more people can sell, and it doesn't screw up the chart. And so it just makes it more sustainable to stay at higher levels for much longer. And so that's something that Fartcoin has done exceptionally well. Even though their whole meme is kind of a big fuck you to trad finance, they're actually really smart in the way that they manage their relationships and partnerships. And by partnering with a lot of good exchanges, they've been able to build a lot of liquidity into their coin. And personally, I like the idea of a sole coin, which has the volume and the low friction of transacting, coupled with really high, like great liquidity ratio. I think those two things together are a really killer combo. And for a coin that's going into the billions, like, multi-billions, that's really critical, and smart operators will get that right. And I think Fartcoin has done that. And you know what? That's part of our plan as well. So a really key thing that the bank helps us unlock is relationships with exchanges, and then also helping with some of those fees to get listed on exchanges. So as we grow, we plan to build in liquidity in the same way. So our liquidity profile should be similarly attractive. And so that's just one leg of the triangle. Something else that's really notable is that as you unlock these relationships with exchanges, then you can actually begin to do interesting things with the coin itself. So you could start to use it to transact payments, credit card processing, where you get like a fee back in Asscoin. Things like that are actually not too hard to do these days. And so just once we get a little bit of a larger market cap, that's something that you could probably look forward to. We'd definitely like to have that as part of our plan, is that you could get an Asscoin branded credit card, or there's other websites where you can use Asscoin to transact. In the short term, using Asscoin and building in utility. In the short term, that looks like partnerships with other crypto sites, but in the long term, there could be partnerships with creator sites or influencer sites where Asscoin becomes a means of transaction. Further down the roadmap, other possibilities that we'll very seriously explore is staking. There's ways where you could lock up your Asscoin and you could receive rewards for that. And so all of these things are things that top tier coins and top tier communities are doing, and these are things that we're looking at as well. And we think as we grow, we'll be able to do them pretty efficiently because of the connections that we've been able to make. So that's a little bit about how I see the roadmap. Trenton, what do you think about that?
Exactly, 100%. I mean, it really opens the doors for us as well. Partnerships, whether it's with or without the bank, with other people, with community outreach. Essentially, Asscoin will become will have utility, right? It won't just be a meme traded coin that you just buy on exchange. Essentially what we want to do is to create a whole lifestyle around it, a whole brand around it, and that's what will make it a multi-billion-dollar coin and not just something around the 10 million or 100 million or 200 million. Essentially once we get, like what you said, all this type of utility to it, that's when your coin will really fly, because it also has a purpose. Like, imagine the vision essentially is also to tap into the adult entertainment market. So imagine being able to transact Asscoins onto websites, adult websites, onto anything to do with this type of lifestyle. We can look at doing parties. Once we are like the higher market caps, we can host parties. We can then charge fees for it. Then we can go into events. There's so many opportunities with Asscoin, just because of our name Ass opens the doors to a lot of things that no other coin has done. Like, for example, if you were to look at Fartcoin, could you really go into, let's say, the entertainment lifestyle, whereby you can go into clubs or you can go into the adult entertainment? The name doesn't really suit. But because of our name Asscoin, various opportunities for us. It's almost like an untapped market for meme coins to get into this space.
100%. The brand is really good. Like Ass as a meme, it has the funny side, but it also has the sexy and fun side too. And you know, we hit that both. The memes were definitely hitting the funny side, but as this thing grows and matures, it's going to take on more of a purpose. It'll be focused in a really specific direction, and we can. There's a lot of opportunity to build it out. I think, like on the sexy side, the brand it can be something like Maxim magazine was, you know, in the 2000s. I think there's a big piece that's missing for young men, like the lad lifestyle. I think there used to be, you know, big media properties when you think about it, like the magazines or like Mad TV, and a lot of those things have really declined. There are places where you can go, like, you know, young men lifestyle brand, but they're not so big and defined, you know, and so kind of uniting the thing under a masthead, I think there's an opportunity to bring that back, and it's a big market too.
Yeah, for sure. I think there's just a lot of opportunity.
Sorry, I think OBE is here. He's requesting.
Oh, okay. Let's see.
Seems like the bank has entered the space.
Oh, hello.
Hello. The bank has entered.
We're just waiting on him to get speaking rights.
Oh, this is exciting. Okay. We should be pretty close to being set up. Oh, hold on. I think we lost him. Let me re-invite. All right. Well, we'll give him a minute or two to sort that out. But yeah, this is exciting. We want to hear from the bank reps themselves. They'll have a lot to weigh in on.
Yeah, for sure. Exciting times for Ass, honestly. That's why I'm all in. And I just keep adding more and more and more. It's almost like my whole entire bank account went into Ass.
Same, man. Yeah. I cashed out Bitcoin. I've been putting in more and more. The majority of my bag I'm still holding from Pump Fund, but I've added to it a lot since then, buying all the dips.
It's fun. It's fun. I really enjoy myself in Asscoin, honestly.
The people are awesome. It is so fun to just hang out and talk to everyone. Like, people are sharing like life advice in chat.
Finally.
Oh, hello.
Hello, welcome.
And the bank is in.
Who's the cat on the other side?
Oh, this is Armcat. So nice to
I'm
meet you
Armcat.
here.
All right.
What's up, OBE?
All right. What's up, guys? What have you been doing? What have you been up to?
Okay, maybe you can just give a run through of what we just briefly discussed.
Sure. Yeah. Well, what we've been up to is buying Asscoin. That's what. But what we've touched on, we talked a lot about how Fartcoin does some things really well, like building liquidity very well into their coin, and that helps
Yeah,
them
they got three
sustain.
liquidity providers,
Yeah,
correct?
yeah, and so they're making the right moves, and we're talking about how that's part of our plan as well.
Yes, unfortunately, this is a pay-to-play kind of game now because after this coin was listed on Pump Fund, right? It was created through Pump Fund. You have to get it adopted on several exchanges to generate volume. And this is where right now we've built a very strong community and we are looking to scale it up to get that kind of market cap that Fartcoin does have right now.
Excellent.
That's right.
To kind of begin at the beginning, Obi, if we can back up a little bit, can you talk a little bit about how you first got interested in Asscoin and what you see in the coin?
Well, the main thing is that the developer was solid, right? It started with the developer. The developer of the coin already did one successful project, which was Fartcoin, right? And then we saw that Asscoin has massive growth potential. It has potentials for the adult entertainment industry. It has potentials to scale up, being low cap. And we also saw that the community is really responsive. It does not have the issues that other botted communities have, right? Which is majorly swing trades. Yes, there are a few jitters here and there. However, when we look at the whale chat itself, we can see how passionate those investors are, and they're sticking around. So
Yes.
we got a selection of investors, tailored investors who really believe in this project. Now it's only about the scale up, right? It's only about the scale up. And what we feel is, as an institution, that when we look at Asscoin, it can be a payment medium for certain things. It can be the coin for our market entry into the crypto space. Of course, there are other utility coins, but I think that Asscoin can be a utility coin in the far future if we play our cards right. It's got massive growth potential.
That's exciting. Yeah, meme coins, there are financial institutions that have warmed up to the mainline coins. Bitcoin, ETH, XRP, others. But meme coins are still really uncharted territory from an institutional perspective. But as it's a growing space, it's going to be part of portfolios. And so you guys are really at the forefront of that. That's exciting. There's a lot that has to be figured out. But the excitement, the fun, the community-driven aspect for it, which is particularly interesting if you're trying to build a brand, obviously, because meme coins, they're fun and exciting. I think of them like sports. They get a lot of people engaged, so they're perfect platforms for brand building. Really excited to kind of figure all this stuff out together. The way I see it,
especially with the Trump coin, right?
Yeah.
You see what happened post inauguration or just pre inauguration, the weekend. A coin that was $1 went up to $20, $30, and now financial institutions are being forced to accept crypto as a mode of payment, right? So why not list Asscoin as well? Because if you look at Trump coin, there is a person who can mint more coin. But with Asscoin, it's a limited supply. So the value is definitely only going to go up.
Yes, 100%. The fair launch aspect of it, I think, is going to be attractive from like a compliance perspective. Everyone involved bought their coins on the open market, just like anyone else is able to. There weren't there wasn't supply set aside for insiders. There aren't unlocks that will happen in the future that have the potential to tank your coin. And so, yeah, that's an aspect that's exciting.
There's even the aspect for the gaming industry. And I think one of our members did touch a bit on it by trying to set up a game through AI. But if you look at it, if you create avenues with this coin, you increase the value of the coin. The more you increase the avenues, the more the value will increase. And in the matter of Asscoin, right? If we look at it, we saw the supply being eaten up 20% in 3 days. That's the staggering value and confidence that the consumer investors have, the retail investors have in this coin. It's without a doubt perfect market potential to completely scale this coin.
Yeah, that's super bullish. When you see people buying in and doubling down, it's just exciting. I think of it as like two things. One, there's the prophecy of Fartcoin and the possibility of following them. And sure, everyone's excited by that. It puts potential within reach. And then the second thing is just it's fun and engaging, and the community is awesome. The way that I see it is that the community has, for all this to be successful, the community has to bring the fire always. You guys, the institutional guys, you can bring gas to the fire, but the community always has to have the fire there. And so that's how I see it.
Yes, we have to expand our reach in this case, right? So while the gas can be added, the main thing is for the past few days, we've been bombarded with messages from the world's leading exchanges. I think all of us have felt it on Telegram. I think Trent also felt it too.
Yeah, I was just getting messages. I think we have like 15 exchanges that came to us.
Yes, and they're knocking on our doors. But we have to give them a proposition that is attractive to both our investors as well as them. And remember, the person who knocked first on the door is the one that has to agree to our terms, right? So we are the market demand right now.
Yeah,
we can demand
sure.
any price to list on that exchange. They're the ones who want us now. It's changed over the past 3 days.
If you're listening here in this chat, hint, hint, hint. So, exchanges will be coming, definitely.
Well, let's give some indications, right? The first indication was Kraken, right? When you saw Fartcoin being listed on Kraken.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So Kraken is very keen. The second exchange, of course, is HTX. They're very keen on listing our coin.
Man,
and of course,
those are great exchanges. If I can just interject, that's insanely bullish. They're smart over there. Obviously, they see Fartcoin running. They're going to look at ones by the same dev. It's
unprecedented, right? Where a coin with such a low market cap is being looked at for being listed on a tier 1 exchange. It's unprecedented. And we're making history right now by talking to these people.
That's amazing. That's amazing. That's so exciting.
And it's all because of Asprofin as well, because with their connection, it allowed us to talk to them.
We bring the compliance, right? So when they see a financial institution, they're very happy to relook at certain projects, obviously. but I can say that Asscoin has perfect market potential. They can reach out to the younger crowd, and that's what these exchanges want to do. Touch a potential market base that they are so far unable to tap, and Asscoin will help them tap that base.
So the exchanges, they do most of their volume in the mainline coins.
Correct.
And that's why they're so interested in the meme coin space.
Yes, because they are unable to engage the youth right now, and the youth is in meme coins, especially meme coins that have the growth potential, like Ascoin.
100%. 100%. That makes complete sense.
Yeah, if you think about it, all the young traders, right, who's like 20 to 30s, most of them are buying meme coins.
I mean, people make jokes about the future of finance, but, really do think about the future of finance. Think about how large the stock market is, and that's because, several generations of people around the world have put their savings into the stock market. It's enormous. But young people don't trade stocks. They trade meme coins. And as they mature, there's only going to be more and more. They're going to look for different kinds of products. They're going to look for more stability as they mature. But if they began in meme coins, then that's where they formed their first experiences as speculators, as traders. And so, yeah, think about how big the meme coin market is. Think about how big the stock market is. Compare the two. Think about if there's a delta there, and if it'll be closed in the coming decades.
This is a precise point, and if you look at it, right, Asscoin, the community that we have on Telegram, the first thing is, which chat has direct access to the whales within the community? There's no other chat that can do this. You can talk to any whale on chat, and that whale will respond.
Yeah, I might just add, you can talk to the bank on the chat as well, and they will respond. So you've got that direct access to ask whatever questions you want.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, that's the one thing that I love about this community. Like, we're transparent. We don't really hide stuff from our community because we all are all one.
And that's the key, right? Transparency.
Well, the other key thing that I like is all organic. Like I was looking at in the chat of Buttcoin, right? And it's really common, and they were around the same market cap as us for a while, and the key thing was that they had crazy volume, and we had low volume, but they were on the downtrend. And, to me, that shows signs of market manipulation. A low cap coin that's holding steady is a lot of the time just going to have low volume. I think that's a sign of that it's organic. But what is organic is you can see the activity in the chat. That's actually really hard to fake. A lot of people, they might hire chatters, but they're not having real conversations. They're just saying, let's go, let's pump the coin. But when you go to our chat, people are having conversations about life. They're talking about their day. They're checking in with each other. And those things are really hard to fake. But also, those things are really sticky. They keep you coming back for more. And so I think the fact that we've been able to grow in an organic way, if we keep doing that, I think we're going to be very successful. As we grow, as the market cap grows, it's going to be a lot of fun as old holders come back, as new people come in, because we've formed that core and we have that base where we can really accept people. it's going to be fun. Just wait till you see.
Just have a look at our chat right now. There is one new investor who is listening in on our conversation, Mr. Albanian right here. And we know he's aped into the coin. Major holdings. It just goes on to show how investors are having confidence in this coin. Especially at this value.
I was also just saying, earlier, that what other meme coin below 1 mil has what we have, right? Partnership with the institution of Asprofin, press releases done, strong ass community, everything that we have is set for hundreds of millions.
100%. I think, we've got some plans to better publicize. I think, a lot of the things that we realize, they take some time to percolate through the crypto Twitter space, which is very chart driven. I would say that most coin Twitter people, they're making their first decisions like 90% just based on the chart. And so, we've been quietly building. We've been around, very consistently around 1 million. I think as we break out, we're going to start to see a lot of the attention get refocused on us, and the hype will come back really quick. We've got I think of it as like building a big launch pad. We built an awesome launch pad.
Before we go, right, I thought we were brought in to this chat to make one very special announcement. I think some of these people don't know what's been cooking. I think only Fabio knows and 2 or 3 others. It's the Asscoin credit card package that we've launched alongside this coin for the investors.
You just dropped it.
Yeah, I just thought we should just drop it. We've been working on it so hard for the past 10 days or so.
Okay.
And it's MasterCard approved.
How about you explain it?
It's MasterCard approved. People can pay for their things with us.
Okay, so just so we're understanding, so it's an Asscoin branded credit card.
Yes.
You can get through MasterCard.
That is the bank's card, but it's branded to Asscoin, and the coin that you have in your wallet will be seamlessly converted to any form of fiat to be spent on that card.
Oh, that's phenomenal.
Wow, that's amazing.
That's really exciting. Man, that sounds really cool. Please don't release that until we hit 100 million, man.
Well, it's already released.
Yeah.
Well, to the discerning individual, it's already there. And we're putting out the plan so that the investors know that we have a roadmap. We have a milestone roadmap, and we're working towards that roadmap. The card is just one of many things that we are putting in the pipeline. And I think we have some mock images as well. Maybe you guys like to drop it in the chat?
That sounds great.
Yeah, we can drop it in the main chat.
Yeah. And one more thing, which I think I'm sounding like Steve Jobs now. There is one more thing.
Oh, okay.
It's 1% cashback, no cap.
Amazing. Cashback in fiat stables or cashback in Asscoin? Okay.
That means whatever you're spending on the card, it's 1% of that transaction value cashback.
That's exciting, man.
You sign me up.
And this is exactly what we say.
Think you're going to a fuel station, you're paying for fuel with us, and then you thought, hey, I want a discount on my bill, but you already got a discount, a 1% discount.
this is exactly what I'm trying to say. Like, with this partnership, we have access to all these things and like the process to become a utility token. And this is only a stepping stone. The opportunity and growth is just endless.
And we're still working with the retailers, where with some adult entertainment sites, you can get some VIP private time with the stars if you swipe with us.
Okay, so the credit card unlocks transactions on all kinds of websites and partnerships.
Yeah, it becomes like a stepping stone to become a lifestyle, right? Like it's like when you get like an Amex Centurion, you get access to special clubs, gentlemen's clubs, lounges, golf clubs. Essentially what we want to do as well is pivot to something similar, where having a card, and then I'm pretty sure we'll be doing like a tier system as well, gives you different type of access.
That's exciting, man. When we host the first after party at some of these crypto
100
conferences, yeah, that's going to be wild.
I'm waiting for the first Asscoin investor to buy their jet with us.
With a 1% fiat rebate.
That's the goal.
It's an unlimited money hack, actually.
Yeah, you just keep spending and get 1% back.
I think we just covered your market slippage.
Yeah,
Whatever
very
the
true.
exchanges are charging you, we just covered it right back.
Anybody has any questions for Asprofin Bank?
Yeah, let's open the floor here. Let's see if we've got some requests. I'll take a look. Put those requests in if you guys want to take the mic. It'd be great to hear from some of you guys. There's some familiar faces here. Yeah.
I'm sure people have questions. If not, they already have like answered it on. I mean, that's the beauty about our TG, right? Is that you have a direct access to talk to the institution, where you don't have to like send an email or whatnot. You can just ask your question and you get answers. So let's open up the floor, like what said, and see what questions we have, if any.
All right, let's see. Get those mic requests in, guys. If you want to ask some questions, it'd be great to hear from you guys. There's some familiar faces here. Tauntaun, Anonymous, Vanya.
There's Mr. Trump in the chat.
Yeah, Walter Tucker. I've seen you a lot on the raids, man. Tiso, I've seen you a lot on the raids. Lev, I've seen you around. Man, it's cool. It's cool seeing these faces, these profile pics, and just recognizing them.
I've got a question for the bank, actually. So maybe it's something we haven't touched on that much yet, but in terms of chart analysis, what do your analysts say? What are you currently seeing for Asscoin?
Well, I can say that the juice is worth the squeeze. Now, decrypt it how you like, but I think we are at the breakout position. We have great volume. We have some cells which impact the price action. However, we also do have some people who are coming in and buying in at whatever price they get. And that's really caused a positive flow. If you look at the past 4 days, you will see that we're ranging from 700K all the way to $1 million. And that 300K is not just coming from a couple K dropped. There are people who are buying in. And it's only a matter of time before this thing scales up. It's all about adoption, compliance, and investors. And if you look at the chart analysis, it only tells you one thing. There are swing traders. And as long as we squeeze out these swing traders, we'll be fine on the way up.
100%. Yeah, get in under them. Holder rotation is occurring very successfully. You can see new wallets come in every hour. You can see old wallets doubling down and buying more, which is an insanely bullish sign. We're maintaining this price level very, very well. All of this, paints the picture. It begins to point to an impending breakout.
What other questions you guys might have? And what are your plans for the weekend? What are you guys doing on the weekend?
Well, I'm on site with a client. In my day job, I'm a consultant, and I'll tell you guys that a lot of my contracts are in automotive racing.
Oh, bro, you just tickle something there. You do automotive racing?
Yeah. So let's talk more. But yeah, I'm on site right now, so I'm flying home this weekend. Yeah, question.
You just tickled him. He's like, I want to know more.
Where can I get the Cosworth engine, man?
Let's talk more. They're suppliers for some of my clients.
Yes, I need that V12, bro. I need that heavy V12. Put in a kit car with a sequential transmission.
I'm thinking we can even sponsor racing events.
That would be sick. That would actually be insane.
Well, as long as we're not doing anything with Aston Martin, we're going to be fine.
Are you able to elaborate more on what you do in terms of like your consultancy with all these automotive?
Well, there is a sense where I want to preserve this pseudonymous identity. I want to maintain a stable identity and build reputation in the space. But what I can tell you is that I'm an operations consultant. And so I help teams evaluate their efficiency in terms of their process of how they do things. Not just this, but also manufacturing. That's kind of how I got into the space. And so, really working with actually the hands-on guys, the mechanics, and building in good systems into their processes and like putting in place technology that adds to what they do and doesn't get in the way. So better inventory, better organization, better checklists, all with the end goal of performing to a very high level, very, very, very consistently, without errors in a very, very demanding space. And that
translates.
What made you choose the cat then? It should be a race car on there.
I like cats, man. Yeah, I set this one up. I've had it for a few years now.
Okay.
The crypto cats, man. But yeah, like high testosterone type activities, like you gotta really have your emotions in check. You have to be willing to accept some risk for racing. Same with crypto meme coins as well. Like this is the edge of investing. This is really high stakes. Not a lot of margin for error. So yeah, it's appealing. It's fun. Like I think meme coins are fun, and regardless of what people say, like that fun aspect is something really sticky that keeps people coming back, and that's why I think meme coins are here to stay.
Yeah, love that. That was a great explanation of it. Yeah.
All right, guys, I'm gonna have to leave you. I think it was a great session for me to get acclimated with everyone on the chat. I'm sure we will do this again before the weekend. Spare some time for all of us. right? And
Thank you
I would
so
like to
much
also get
for-
to know about this racing, as well as whether this guy is low-key involved in NASCAR or Formula 3. I'm getting those vibes.
Get us. We
You got him?
sponsor.
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
talk more.
you tickled him. You tickled him. He's like, I want a sponsor. I want to get some cars going. I want to buy some cars.
Yes.
Let's talk more. But for all those tuning in, we do like to end on a high note, so this is probably a good time to say goodbye. We are recording this, so if you want to listen back or share the recording with friends, it's going to go up on YouTube. We'll take clips of this and put it on X. Thank you all.
That YouTube cherry is going to be broken. We've never been on YouTube.
Thank you so much for your time.
This is really wonderful.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you.
It's been good, guys. Bye.
Thank you, guys.
All
Take
right.
care.
Thank you.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Have a good weekend.
Asscoin flying to the moon. Other haters mad cause they sold like buffoons. Yeah, we know about the cheats with the liars and the thieves, while we eating up the dips with our money green machines, huh? Asscoin, got